Hello everyone, I am here wanting to share with you one of my tarot decks. This is called the Tarot Illuminati by Erik Dunne, Erik C. Dunne. So this particular deck, most people probably get it in the big box set that comes with this humongous, with a book and like a snap box and stuff, or slide box, I don't know. It's a kit that has a book and a thing. This is just the deck of cards, and this particular deck of cards is different than from the other set because this deck has actually a very light black border, and it doesn't have the gold edging. I'm okay with that with this particular deck, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. But this is just in the box. That's it. Let me move these out of the way because I was using it to prop it up. So this deck comes in just a box. So let's open it up. And let's bring out everything that's in here so you can see it. So here's the cover card. This is from Los Scarabero. Let me move this box out of the way. It comes with your little white book. That gives you just a very basic information on what these cards mean. It's in several different languages. So the first languages, the first couple pages are in English, then it's in Italian, then it's in Espanol, in French, Dutch, and Portuguese. So this comes in many different languages. So this whole book, this little light book, is packed full of information of different languages. So I have a basic card spread there. The thing is in English, and the first set is English, obviously. So it's just basic keywords of what each card means. If you want more information, you probably want to get the bigger book. And so you have more information on what each card would mean and what the artist was meaning to represent for each of the cards. But as a starter, this is fine. So here's the backs of the decks. Okay, just let me make sure. Oh, here's the other cover card right here. See? Okay, and your back of the deck. This is a little thinner than a Rider-Waite, but it's the same height. This is the Radiant version, right? So when you put this deck on, when you put the Tarot Illuminati on it, it is definitely thinner. So, okay, this particular deck, you will see that it is. I have edged it with a black Sharpie marker because I wasn't, see what I mean when I said this has a black border? Making the edges black definitely finishes the deck versus just the cut paper. So this is fairly thin cardstock, but it does shuffle really well. If you do ruffle shuffling, it will work very well. So let's take a look at the cards because I know a lot of people really like the artwork. So do I. I really do like the artwork. I haven't used this deck a whole bunch in readings is because I do find, even though I really love looking at the artwork and I really enjoy the artwork, I do find it really busy. So sometimes I miss details and stuff, and I find simpler decks, or not less busy decks, where the artwork isn't so overwhelmingly detailed and just, this is gorgeous artwork. There's no doubt about it, but it can get busy. But by themselves, this is astounding. This is an astounding deck. So here's the Fool. There are 78 cards, by the way. So this is the Fool. I really do like this Fool with the little white dog. Looks like an American Eskimo with the sun, with the mountains in the background. So it has all the basic all the basic information that you'll need for a fool. I mean, you have the red hat with the feathers, you have the white rose, you have this the stick with the satchel, you have the white dog, you have him on a cliff getting ready to go. He's on his journey. So it's there. The alchemist. So this is the magician card, but they call it the alchemist. He's busy, definitely making something happen. The difference between this is he's got his nose in the book versus the other one. He's got one, the Rider-Waite version, he's got one hand in the air, one hand pointed to the ground, the connectivity from the universal energy to the ground energy, but this guy is more studious, but it's still really cool deck. This is the most beautiful High Priestess, one of the most beautiful High Priestess I've seen. Really, 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 really like her. I think this is the picture that really put this thing on the map. And this, obviously this deck's been out for a long while. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers. That's interesting angel. Don't really fully understand the hair thing going on, but it got all the other elements of what the Lovers is. The Chariot. I really like this particular chariot versus, like, you know, some of the Rider-Waites, because I like the motion, running across water, making things action, in control. The two colors, the horses, maybe if they were more going opposing to understand the opposing natures of keeping in control. The Victory card. Strength. The Hermit. I like this Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hangman. Death. Ouch. Oops. Temperance. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. Devil. Tower. Look at that tower. Definitely no question that that tower is coming down. The foundations have been crumbled. The Star. The Moon. I like that. The moon's hiding the sun in an eclipse. Secrets. The 2 different dogs. The crawfish. The sun. That's an interesting sun. Judgment. The World. Ooh, I like this Ace of Cups. We're in the sweets now. Love the Ace of Cups. Emotions overflow. Or new emotions. Love. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Nostalgia. 6 of Cups. Illusions or choices. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. I like that. That's pretty. Princess of Cups. Or the Page of Cups. Prince of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups, Ace of Wands. This follows the Rider-Waite. The symbolisms are there. So if you are learning, this is actually a good deck to probably use if you enjoy all these images. 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Look at that infighting. 6 of Wands. The Victory. I'm not sure how much victory he is, but he's carrying the wreath of victory. Defending your ground. Movement. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Princess of Wands. Prince of Wands. Instead of Knight of Wands, I use Prince. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. Doesn't that remind you of the Lady of the Lake with the King Arthur legends? Hands coming out. Sword of Truth. Blocked. Indecision. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords. This one definitely does the rough water in the front, the calmer waters in the back. They're heading towards calmer waters. Is he stealing something? Is he trying to get away with something? Bound. Nine of Swords. Ouch. 10 of Swords. Every time I see 10 of Swords, I'm like, ow. Princess of Swords. Prince of Swords. Definitely gives a sense of motion. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Last suite. Balancing 2 of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. I like how he uses different cultures to represent each suite. Six of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So there you have it. We have looked through all 78 cards. I told you it's a very ornate deck. It's a very beautiful deck. this card in there. So, and this is what it looks like when you line it with a Sharpie. So if you like that, you could do that to your own. I don't find that the borders bother me with this particular deck because, you know, it's so ornate and so beautifully done. They don't bother me a one bit, especially when you fan them out. I mean, like I said, they don't bother me because it's like little pictures within frames. I enjoy this deck a lot. It is definitely one that I like to keep. I'm going to keep around. Maybe eventually one day when I get more, you know, more in tune with this deck, where the ornateness of this deck doesn't bother me so much, that I will probably use it for readings. But for right now, it's one of those decks that I just take out and I just look at the pictures because I'm like, wow, these are amazing. Because I'm always just amazed. And I have a couple of decks that are like that where I'm amazed at the artwork and I love the artwork, but I really have not been able to completely connect with the deck to be able to use it for readings yet. But I have hope, and I'm definitely not going to get rid of this deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Take care.